What is up? My name is Base Sloth, and I'm finally playing a new game that isn't Call of Duty. What's up, guys? So I picked up the Tom Clancy's The Division because I love the beta. And, well, for general overview, Tom Clancy, this is actually my first Tom Clancy game. And I want to say that I like this game, but I really wanted to review this game. Foremost, I wanted to give it some time, about a 2-week time span before I started reviewing it. So let's start off with Tom Clancy, The Division in general. What is this story? So Tom Clancy, The Division basically talks about a biological terrorist attack on New York City after a guy named Gordon Amherst, who you're going to learn later on in the game, releases a virus similar to smallpox. It's a different strain. It's actually a newly made strain of smallpox called, I think it was like green poison. Now, green poison was the reason why it has that name is because of the money. Now, campaign. This is just some campaign. This is actually one of the earlier missions. It's actually where you save Roy Benitez. He's probably one of the only characters in the game with any actual character. I really didn't like campaign. I felt like campaign was too repetitive. I felt like it followed the same linear structure. Now, this does says amounts because I do actually ironically enjoy this campaign more than I enjoy Destiny's campaign. I felt like Destiny's campaign was rushed. Well, I felt like this one was posed to more or less, it has a direction. It's a very shaky start, but they have a very good lore behind it. And they're doing a really good job right now at trying to, I guess, prop up for DLC, which I know is a big thing. I know a lot of people hate it, but I know a lot of people were bashing Tom Clancy, comparing it just to saying, oh, this game sucks. Well, to be fair, this is the first time Massive has really attempted something of this scale. And so far, I think they're going in the right direction. I think campaign was Campaign was lackluster. The last boss was fucking abysmal. I will be the first to admit it. The last boss was a joke. A fucking helicopter. Now, it doesn't say that campaign doesn't have its goods, because campaigns does have its goods. Campaign sets you up for the Dark Zone. Now, a lot of people are going to be either with it or against it. I know some people agreed with it. They didn't mind it, that it was going to be, for the Division, for the Dark Zone. Other people were like, no, I wanted to play the story. A lot of people expect Tom Clancy to have good stories, since the other ones had decent stories and ones that were bearable. I know Splinter Cell had a pretty decent story. I know Rainbow Six, like, those games were fun. Like, I have played Rainbow Six in the past. It was fun. It's action-packed. And I felt like they did a really bad job in campaign because, yes, they introduced the virus, but you have such limited interactions with it. You don't really see the actual effects of the virus. They do a fucking bizarre fucking job at making sure the virus is even mentioned. I mean, you would think that, like, if you didn't have a high enough contamination map, you would die instantly, the virus would consume you. But listen, putting a bunch of dead bodies around doesn't signify the virus. For all I know, it could be the fucking looters. Yes, I know there's fucking Sarah bags, the fucking whatever the fuck, the FEMA death camp, whatever the fuck they call those people. Yes, there's a bunch of bodies laying around, yes, but they don't make reference to it. The only reference they make it is at the very end of the game. The campaign characters are stupid. What the fuck is Fei Lao, this crippled ass, doing? No one gives a shit about Fei Lao. Listen, I know they're trying to make us feel for Fei Lao, and even as me, as a New Yorker, I didn't really care that much. Another thing that pissed me off was how inaccurate the Dark Zone was. Where they're supposed to be fucking Nintendo World, they could have put a fucking star or a big fucking N. They didn't even have to write Nintendo. I think if you put an N, I would have been able to understand, oh, this is reference to Nintendo World. There's so much inaccuracy in the Dark Zone. It's stupid. Campaign is even worse. They don't call it Radio Hall. They call it Midtown fucking Music. What the fuck? And they have a bunch of Corbies around, as if that's supposed to mimic fucking Five Guys. The setting... Look, I'm not ripping on the graphics. I'm actually ripping on the setting because of how painfully fucking inaccurate it was. It's so depressing how we've descended to this. Now, I feel like we've been behoodled because of the fucking reveal. The reveal was beautiful. The reveal was fucking amazing. And they somehow fucked up on the final Now, as if the setting wasn't bad enough, we have the endgame content, which makes me want to kill myself because this is in conjunction. I'm gonna go from this point forward and start reviewing them together. The endgame content is depressing. Now, the reason why I say it's depressing but salvageable is because of the DLC which is coming. I know Massive didn't want to give too much out. I know Massive is trying, listen, I know Massive, Ubisoft, all the same 700 They want their bang, they want a bang for their buck, I get it. but their end game content is so stupid. Listen, after you beat the game, assuming that you did all the encounters and everything, you have unlocked all the special abilities. That's fucking great. But if you haven't, you have to do stupid side missions, not side missions, my bad, encounters as they call them, which are the same shit over and fucking over. Save the useless JTF soldier. Oh, rescue hostages. Oh, medical supply 6. You're gonna grind out for medical supplies. And the shittiest part of it is, you're gonna do it for the Dark Zone. Now, if you got amazing fucking things in the Dark Zone, I wouldn't be fucking making this video complaining, but I am. It's fucking despicable. Listen, Dark Zone 1 and 2, that's the money. That's the fucking money shot. You want to stay in Dark Zone 1 and 2. You don't want to go in fucking Dark Zone 6. Listen, I went into Dark Zone 6. The guys are level 32. They're fucking LMB. They have turrets. They have racks. They have fucking seeker mines. They have fucking first aid stations. I'm not talking about players here, guys. I'm talking about actual NPCs. They will fuck you up. They play better than Scumpy with this fucking scuff jump. They're just amazing. They're just broken. Now, assuming that you and your team, this is my positive, is that this game does require teamwork. I will give them this, that I have never felt more, I felt honestly after comparing the two, the Taken King raid versus Dark Zone 6, I feel like there was so much more cooperation in Dark Zone 6 than there was in the fucking Taken King. This is loads. But it's not worth it. Yes, there's a skill that you improve. Yes, you do improve significantly by playing in Dark Zone 6 with a team. This game is not solo-oriented. I do not recommend this game if you're gonna play by yourself. If you are antisocial, pick up another game. Matter of fact, you might as well pick up fucking the gigantic beta and start playing that, because that's what's gonna fucking happen. It's depressing because you're gonna kill A, harder enemies, and B, deal with much more stronger players, but you're not getting the things you deserve. I expect, dude, if you do something that's incredibly difficult, you should be rewarded. You should be rewarded for communication. You should be rewarded for teamwork. And most importantly, you should be rewarded for fighting harder enemies that, yes, that do absolutely anally fuck you because they're just that much stronger. The Dark Zone in itself is a joke. Now, I purchased Liberator Phoenix credits, as they call them, to get high-end gear. The gear sucks fucking dick. Yes, my fucking superior black market RPK and LMG is better than my Liberator. The ARs in this game suck dick. There's literally no reason to use a fucking Liberator. There's no reason to use an AR in this game. The game is dominated by 3 weapons: LMGs, marksman rifles, and fucking light machine guns. Why? Light machine guns, A, have the same amount of damage as ARs, if not more. B, they have no mobility penalty. And C, they have little to no recoil. The fucking Liberator, yes, a Liberator has more recoil than a fucking M60E4. What in the fuck? How does that fucking work? What logic does that make? That makes no sense. It's stupid. Why the fuck does an AR have more recoil than a fucking M60? And I'm not talking about an IN M60. I'm talking about a superior M60. That makes no fucking sense. That is beyond fucking stupid. Now, moving on to my biggest pet peeve with the Division, because this was the only thing that gave the Division any salvageability, was the Dark Zone. What the fuck happened in the Dark Zone? Well, the Dark Zone. Yeah, we're just gonna put a bunch of dead bodies and garbage bags everywhere and make it look like the New York City subway transit system around New York. And we're gonna put a little bit of guys here, put some NPCs here. Yeah, sir, what happened about the PvP? Oh, if they go rogue, just completely ass fuck them. Fuck them over. Who gives a shit? They don't deserve to live. How the fuck do you make a PvP zone where you are penalized for playing the role of PvP? That makes no fucking sense. Am I speaking in French? Am I speaking in Arabic? How the fuck does that make any sense? Yes, I get it. The Division is a tightly... No! Listen, fuck your story for once, because their stories suck dick. How in the hell, for the love of fucking Christ, are you gonna make a PvP zone where you are punished for going rogue? It makes no sense. It isn't fair. It's not right. It's fucking bullshit. That isn't right. You don't put a PvP area where you're penalized for playing the role. It doesn't make sense. It punishes you more than you should. But that's not even the worst part. The worst problem is dying in the Dark Zone, because this is what really annoys me. Now, in the beta, we were all familiar where if you die, you do lose EXP. Now, in the beta, in our opinion, it wasn't as bad as you think. The beta, it was fair. It was reasonable. You lost not a crazy amount. You didn't lose like half the bar. You lost some, if not a little bit, for going Rogue 1 or 2. If you were 3, 4, or 5, we can comprehend it. But that entire concept of where if you go rogue, you should be punished should be totally abolished. Because going rogue is the entire point of the Dark Zone. That's literally the point. Is Aaron Keener's first wave agents basically chilling in there, doing what they do to make money and survive. Now, moving on to another really gay aspect of this game is when you die, you lose a fuck ton of things. You actually lose 1/2, if not more, of your things. You lose a fuck ton of credits. Yes, you whore up a bunch of credits, but everything is damn cheap, so it doesn't matter. But I don't care about losing A, credits, or B, Dark Zones. It hurts to lose EXP, because losing EXP in the Dark Zone means you're very, very much set back. You suffer so much from losing EXP. You suffer so much because A, the only way you can get any actual EXP is by killing rogues. The problem with this in theory is that no one is going rogue because everyone knows of the risks, and the ones that do go rogue are either incredibly bad at the game, or B, they fucking camp in the cheese spots with their boys, 6 of them talking shit. Now there is, I get it, they do put these little cheese shit like the shield upgrade or the fucking tactical link, or yes, but when you're not gonna win against 6 fucking guys camping up there on a fucking rooftop. But that's just how things are. With that being said, I need to really explain the main problem with The Division. If I were to rate this game right now and give it a fair rating, I would genuinely have to give this game a 6. And when I play this game, I do like it. I will admit I enjoy it. But I can't ignore the problems this game has. And me ignoring it would be a disservice to anyone who truly enjoys it. There are goods to this game. Yes, the rogue, when you're killing rogues, it's fun, it's exhilarating. When you're playing with friends in tense situations, it is fun. It does add a level of pressure. It's an adrenaline rush. Yes, it's fun. But the problems in this game that this game contains, I can't ignore them. When I play it, when I see the problems, I would be ignorant to say that this game's a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, this game will become a 10 out of 10 after the patches, after the DLC, after the expansion. Yes, I agree it, but we can't judge this game because of what it brings. I want to judge the game in its entirety. For now, it's a 6, being generous, a 6.5. It is good, it is average, but it will improve. And if I say it doesn't improve, it can't improve, it will not, I would be lying to you guys, because the game will improve with expansions, with free DLC that I can't ignore. And the one thing is that, yes, the developers on the Destiny, fuck at it, they're not active for shit. On the Division Reddit, they are active, they are willing, and they are listening. And I have immense faith and massive in Ubisoft. I know they will do the community justice. I know they will do great. The 6.5 to me is a fair rating. I think this game, with the incursions, with the next free DLCs, the 2 free DLCs we're getting, with the expansion packs, this game will improve maybe up to 9, maybe up to 10, God willing. I want them to put new things in the game. I don't want them to be afraid of implementing things that might seem crazy. Listen, the smartest people are fucking crazy. Let's get that straight right now. I want them to fix the problems. I want them to introduce new guns. I want them to retool the problems. Because I genuinely want this game to succeed. If you want to play a Tom Clancy game, if you want to play with friends, and this game is fun to play with friends, I recommend picking this game up. But as a general rating, I have to give it a 6.5. Maybe a 7. It depends on the person. But I think a 6 is fair. My name is Baselov. I'm out, guys. Have a good one. P.S. Wrote for Bernie Sanders.